All right, it was nearly 4 months ago when the signs came down and the Big 12 tournament was abruptly canceled. Since then, our sports town hasn't seen much sports, Caitlin.
41 Action News anchor Dia Wall talked with the woman behind the city's sports commission about the impact of COVID-19 and how sports can make a comeback in Kansas City.
Kathy Nelson's biggest fan has a lifetime of photos to prove it.
She would get around in that walker and get into everything. You know, she had a lot of energy.
So maybe we stay away from numbers.
That hasn't changed. She's president and CEO of the Kansas City Sports Commission. Those closest to her describe her as
tireless.
Oh dear, let's see.
About 10 years ago, Nelson changed her game plan when the Sports Commission encouraged her to take over after a long career in TV.
I said, I have no idea how to run a company like this.
Denny Scott, the chief financial officer for Burns & McDonnell and board chair for the Sports Commission, says his role is easy.
Oh, just being an older brother of hers, we're very lucky. She is one of a kind. She's our sports unicorn. There's nobody else like her.
She's spearheaded big events before.
The Royals Parade, the Chiefs Parade, and the Big 12. I mean, it's huge.
But back in March, the Big 12 championships were halted due to coronavirus.
The Big 12 Conference canceled the men's basketball tournament just hours before tip-off.
Nelson remembers her team's reaction.
All got together and hung out, caught our breath and went, Big 12 was just canceled. That's an incredible impact on our economy and our city. We'll see you in 2 weeks. And now here we are.
Months later, sporting events are still on hold.
Oh my gosh, you must be bored. You work in sports.
This week, the Sports Commission takes the next step in its push to host matches for the 2026 World Cup.
On Tuesday, there is a workshop for all 17 cities that are still finalists for that bid. So we will have that workshop, and then after that, the 17 cities will have a one-on-one meeting with FIFA representatives and U.S. Soccer.
If we get a World Cup soccer game, which she is heavily involved in, it's a Super Bowl.
One thing about Kathy is that she will just work hard.
COVID-19 can't change that.
The Kansas City Sports Commission is a small team. They're small but mighty. I mean, they get it done.
Our organization really works on bids years out. So, the calmness, if you will, right now kind of allows us to, okay, what else should we be considering and looking at?
Since she was a kid, Nelson has had her hands in a lot. She's a wife of 25 years to her husband, Lance, and mom to their daughters, Haley and Hannah.
I hope that when other girls see me, they see that I'm normal, I'm approachable, and that you can do anything.
That little girl has grown into, a beautiful woman.
A force in spite of an uncertain future, still pushing to give this city something to be proud of.
We're the largest sports commission in the country now, the oldest sports commission in the country, and probably one of the most powerful, too.
When you talk to people from other sports commissions in other cities, they say, we're not structured like you guys. We don't do it. The Kansas City Sports Commission does, and it's because of Kathy Nelson.
Who's got a message for all the sports fans out there.
I can tell you there are hundreds of people in Kansas City working on making sure that when we are able to play sports again, which in my heart, I know will be soon, that you will be safe.
She's amazing. I don't know how she does it all, but she gets it done. And she does it with grace and humility, I think, yeah. And I think that's why people love her.
In Kansas City, Dia Wall, 41 Action News.
Yeah.